the Rivals Racing League's broadcast RRL Offline Championship from Chicagoland Speedway for the Dodge Ram 100. On the pole for today's race, we have
Jumba.
Well, I was going to say I'm joined here today by LT and Jake, but LT already said something there, so...
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Nah, it's fine.
So I'm going to go use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Most of them go get a drink. Yeah, a little bathroom break for me here. Hopefully I can join before the green flag, but that's not going to happen.
Hopefully. Yeah, go.
We'll go ahead and give the lineup while
Hey,
Jake,
Biffle.
what?
Well, since Cox has got a little fun, let's put some super glue on this chair.
All right. Well, anyway, so as we said, Junior and Keselowski share the front row, and Stephen Wallace and Jeff Burton in row 2.
Do you have... Wait. I'm
Fifth,
confused. Okay, we have Brian Vickers, the wrecker, and Denny Hamlin in 6th.
7th place, Kevin Harvick. Alongside him is Dave Blaney.
Then you have Dave... I can't talk.
You want me to just do
You have Jet Dryer Man, Juan Paul Montoya, and Greg Biffle.
Then we have Carl Edwards and extends Kevin Conway in 12th.
I can't talk. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Terry Labonte and Robbie Gordon share. Is that like what is that? Row 7? It's fine now. Row 7. Then we have two-time winner this season, Clint Boyer, in 15th place. And alongside him, we have Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, David Reagan in row 9. And then to round out the top 20, we have Logano and Allmendinger.
All
Here
right.
are 40 cars for today's race. We have 67 laps here today.
Do you think Jake can notice the super glue on his seat?
We'll see. As I head to the Geico restart zone, we'll get this race underway here at Chicagoland. Green flag for Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're racing in Illinois.
That's nice. Super glue is on my seat. I'm gonna have to stand for the whole race.
Oh my gosh, they're already 3 wide. Brian Vickers wasting no time going up to 2nd place, battling Stephen Wallace and Brad Keselowski.
Oh, this is gonna be aggressive.
Okay,
You know what?
aggressive doesn't go around. It's too early for that.
You know what? Speaking of it, Homestead was the first race when we green the whole way, caution free.
Yep, and what a great strategy race that was.
Can we do the same here?
3 and 4 wide further back in the pack with Regan Smith and Joe Nemechek. As here comes Vickers, still battling Stephen Wallace as Dell Jr. tries to pull away.
As aggressive as their race in this one, I don't think we're going to get a green flag race all the way to the end.
Not.
Might be surprised as Jr. did not get a good corner exit. Here comes Brian Vickers for the lead.
Oh, Sam Hornish right on Junior's back bumper. Oh,
that's Stephen Wallace. That's Stephen Wallace. I know, he's very forgettable. Well, I guess he wasn't very forgettable when he was crashing somebody into the wall. Anyway, Dale Jr. continues to lead out front, and now Brad Keselowski making a challenge 3 wide on the side.
Dale's tire marks on the outside.
There were tire marks on the high side.
Do we have...
What was that? David Reagan got squeezed into the wall by Clint Boyer further back.
Turn 1, there was a whole bunch...
Oh, God.
Turn 1, there was a bunch of tire marks. Do we have someone spin or get
Well,
loose?
we're still under green.
That's weird. What happened? Wait a minute. Can you skip ahead and see who's in dead last?
Jamie McMurray. There's been some problems.
Off of turn 2.
Let's go back and see if we can tell what has happened. Oh, there was a problem.
Truex.
What is that?
Oh.
That's not a caution.
That should have been a caution.
Andy Lally's bad season continues with an early crash here. Let's take a look on board.
He's still going.
A hard hit.
Very hard hit, and that's pretty much the end of his day.
190 in the corner, then. Oh!
Pow. Wow.
That's a heavy hit.
There for Andy Lally. Go from the rear bumper of Kurt Busch.
Okay, who could you blame on that? Really, no one. Like, Truex did check up a little too much, and
Kurt
came
Busch
down.
has major problems.
Yeah, Kurt, all the guys that was involved in that.
Let's catch back up with the field, see if we missed anything.
It's going to be hilarious. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Stephen Wallace is pulling away. Well, never mind. Thought he was going to get there. Couldn't quite hang on to it. So Dale Jr. continues to lead the field here.
You know, oh, I thought it was about to be a big wreck back there, but you know what? Someone has tried to redeem himself this week. Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle ran an absolutely horrible finish, dead last week. Now he's up here in the top 10. I mean, honestly, I think the chance for him to win the championship is over because he is like at the bottom of the points list, so he has to win literally every race from now to the end of the season if he wants any shot.
Have we mentioned Denny Hamlin like at all this
No.
season?
I don't think so.
Well, look at that, 6th place run. That's his one mention for the rest of the race.
97.
It's only TV time. Well,
Where's Carl Edwards? Wait a minute, is that Robbie Gordon?
Robbie Gordon, the 500 winner.
Oh, we got some hard racing back here.
Carl Edwards is up there in the top 15. He's gonna try to make it 3 wide. Never mind.
Clint Boyer making his way forward. He was lurking until late battles at Homestead. See if he can do that once again today.
Dell Jr. seems to have the car to beat here. A strong car. It's kind of playing exactly like how Jeff Burton was. Led early on, but once someone else passed him, he just fell off the face of the earth.
It might
Will
be
it be the
Stephen
same?
Wallace.
It'd be huge for that team if Stephen Wallace can get up there and take the win.
Or really any of these guys. Junior, Stephen Wallace, Brian Vickers, Brad Keselowski, Greg Biffle, Denny Hamlin. Be a nice shot in the arm for Robbie Gordon. But then we've got the regulars. Kevin Harvick, who's had a consistent season. Burton, who's had numerous heartbreaks, mainly at the mile-and-a-half.
Extends man.
Yeah, Kevin Conway extends man running up front, and as well as Dave Blaney. Dave Blaney's had a really consistent season, and it's surprising to see him not at the top of the points board.
Yeah, it's been an up and down kind of season. He's had like his consistent runs, but at the same time, he's had some pretty bad ones.
Really bad ones.
And Andy Lally is gonna be. Oh, he's way off the space. You're in a 180 in the corner, and
he just ran
in a 190
after the race.
Yeah, 31-1 to Junior's second faster. So Andy Lally, that team just got to hope for a caution here. They're already like 4 laps down here, so his day, he's just hoping for some other incidents.
Some free spots. Well, the way they're racing, he doesn't have to worry because there's been so many times this race over where the whole field is almost wrecked. I don't know how. I applaud him for keeping it, but now the field's starting to spread out, getting a little relaxed, and as I say, it's getting relaxed. Brian Vickers dives to the bottom.
Yeah, well, Stephen Wallace trying to hold on the outside as Kevin Harvick has moved his way up into the 4th position. Well, and Greg Biffle looking to take a spot in the top 5.
Junior slowly pulling away. No, Harvick rim right around the wall.
I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone really running the outside just by themselves. Seems like if you're just not even side by side with someone, you try to run one of the lower 2 lines.
Well, Chicagoland's a lot different than Miami. I feel like Chicagoland kind of pays you off if you run the bottom. Like, Chicagoland, you can definitely, Harvick it around the bottom a lot better than you can at Miami. Because Miami, most of the times the lane to run is the top line. But I feel like you can really stay to the bottom if you want to at Chicagoland. And Dale Jr. is finna catch Andy Lally.
Yeah,
and he's going to run...
This is going to be our caution.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, almost contact. Dale Jr. did not give Andy Lally any room.
Uh-oh.
That's going to check him up.
No.
Uh-oh.
Stephen Wallace. Oh, no.
This might be our caution.
Oh, never mind. Vickers going to get held up.
Oh, Vickers is not going to be happy about this.
No matter how Truex is with lap cars, how do you think?
I think this might be our caution.
Goodbye, Stephen.
So you gotta think about it. If Andy Lally gets back there and holds up that pack and gets unorganized.
Man, there's
4 wide.
About to happen. That was almost really bad with Stephen Wallace trying to get around the lap car. As now Dale Jr. has quite a big lead of the rest of the field.
Ooh, Biffle
You gotta think about it. If Andy Lally gets back there in that big... Oh, that was almost a wreck. That was so close. But you gotta think about if Andy Lally gets back there in the big pack cars, we might see a huge wreck. Because there's a long line of cars back there, and Andy Lally is not doing a really good job of getting out of the way. But he can't really. I mean, they're 3 wide, so where does he go?
Brad Keselowski taking advantage of him. Moving to the inside.
I'll tell you where Andy has to go. He has to go home. I mean, really, his race is probably over.
He has to go to the infield.
Yeah, just go in the infield and do burnouts in the grass.
Make yourself feel a little better, Andy Lally.
Yeah. Go out
Dell
there on the big
Jr.
field.
Junior's
Well,
moved his
he's just
lineup.
like- Junior's moved his lineup, but I think
Whoa.
Andy Lally's in the wall back there. The Junior's moved his lineup, but Brian Vickers and Stephen Wallace is catching back up to these guys.
Yeah, right now, both Dale Jr. Both Stephen Wallace and Brian Vickers ran faster lap than Dale Earnhardt Jr. But how about this run by Junior? Leading, we got, how many laps is that? Like, 50, yeah, 50, about 50 laps to
50.
go here. So,
Long
Junior
way to go.
picked up the pace a little bit that lap, but here comes Stephen Wallace back into the battle.
Oh
Back
no,
at
that does not look great back there.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
have, this is a hornet's nest back here. Boyer, Newman, Stewart, Labonte,
With a
Smith,
lap car too, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
like get worse.
Joey Logano.
And yeah, think about it. If Andy Lally stays on track, this is not gonna be the first time they come around and lap him. Oh, here it goes.
God.
Now
Oh,
everyone's gonna
then it
stack up.
started. Here comes Dinger to the inside. Andy Lally ran the second line there. No one ran that line other than David Blaine.
Is he going up to block Kevin Conway?
Think he is? You know what? One thing that I worry about, if Andy Lally stacks up both cars and the whole field gets all like congested back there, we can see a huge wreck. Take out a lot of big names. Jamie McMurray and Kurt. Oh no.
We're
Kurt
not
Busch
done
is-
with lap cars.
Matt Kenseth
Well,
ran inside the top 10.
I honestly think Kurt Busch is running
37.
slower.
No, he's not.
Is he-
Kurt
no,
Busch-
at least
this,
Kurt
is, this
Busch
is
is
the
running
real
it.
worry. This is the real worry right here. Jamie McMurray.
He's not that far off the pace.
Oh, and
It's not
there's
a
a battle
fifth.
for second.
Battle for second, Stephen Wallace.
Oh yeah, Vickers gonna get around him with that high side in 1 and 2. As we look back there, Keselowski still in fourth, but Robbie Gordon trying to move up to fifth. You got a whole freight train back there, and as Brian Vickers gets right around him. Oh, Junior.
Junior almost in the wall.
Let's go
Yeah,
on
you got
with
it.
Stephen Wallace.
See what he's doing here.
He's wearing our visor cam for today's race.
Oh God.
One thing I automatically notice, you gotta think, is this. These cars might be loose race cars because you've seen how little Stephen Wallace have to turn in the corners to get the car to turn. Doesn't even have to turn that much.
No, he's not even turning.
Just a little bit.
It is a little bit.
Just a little bit. So you gotta think, are they battling loose race cars? Because if it was tight, that will definitely be turned more. But Brian Vickers looking to challenge up here. Like Stephen Wallace backing off, letting them fight it out and burn their stuff up. That way Stephen Wallace can pull away. Well, Bim, it's time to get our lap car coverage. Where's our boy Andy Lally?
Oh, let me go find him here. Oh, he's right.
Oh,
That's
David
traffic
Ruderman!
waffle almost.
Oh, they're full
Wide!
back here. Oh, this is a mess in the back. Jeff Gordon right around the outside of a couple cars, and Andy Lally has no straightaway speed whatsoever. Oh, they're getting big and ugly back
it's like
here.
the
4 wide,
2019
just about.
restarts.
Lead
2019
right.
restarts right here, bud.
Busch backing up through the middle groove. Now he's swapping to the bottom.
What is happening?
This is a
I'll tell you
mess.
That pipe's
Uh-oh.
more congested than my
Oh,
chest.
we got
Oh!
David Ruderman has to get out of the gas. Jeff Gordon did not even flinch as he rocketed around the outside. This is an absolute mess.
You know what this is worse for? This is worse for David Ruderman. I mean, David Ruderman had a horrible day at Homestead and finished all the way in the back. Fell back to third, and bad run continues for David Ruderman. And Kurt Busch and Jamie. Oh no,
We
You
still
know what,
have this
Pim?
battle going on.
Pim. You know what? I'm thinking about it, and Kurt Busch and Jim McMurray is getting dangerously close to each other. So, as we see Andy Lally holding up the whole pack, what if Kurt Busch and Jim McMurray start battling out up there and they form a
No.
wall? Oh, they're not that close.
Nah,
When you
they're
switch the
way
camera,
far
it's
away.
close like it was.
This is what is worrying to me. Junior is close to McMurray. The thing is, McMurray's really close to the leader's pace. He clearly has pace. He's not as fast as the leaders, but he's close. So he's not going to drop as hard as Andy Lally, meaning he's probably going to be an even bigger roadblock. As we
You know
look at
what?
Lally back here.
You know what's something that I worry about? Eventually, if this race keeps going green, all three of those lap cars will find each other on the same part of the track. And when that happens, it's going to be really hard for the leaders to get around them.
Yeah, Dale
I was
Jr.'s
gonna
done a
start
great
rim
job
riding.
here.
Well, he's done it now. He's going to have to race Jay McMurray because Jay McMurray does not want to give that spot up.
I'm still surprised we have not had a caution yet. With how they were at that moment back there, how have we not had a caution yet?
I thought for
Especially with
sure that was our caution.
That
Quiet
would
day
have been a
here.
caution.
For AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Johnson, don't forget him. He's up.
Honestly, it's getting close to the time we got to worry about points. For drivers like, Biffle, Keselowski, Allmendinger, I think the most they can still get out of this, Keselowski, as most they can get out of this season, I think the most they can get is a win because I don't see them climbing up from 40th in the standings all the way up to first. It's just the amount of races we have left. I mean, sure, we got like 10 more races, but they have to win like every single one of them to have any chance.
And here we go. Battle to stay on the lead lap for Jimmy Murray. Jr.'s going to be able to get
McMurray is
underneath
4
him.
laps down here. Oh, but he's not going to give him any slack going into turn 1.
McMurray.
Dude, Stephen Wallace rim riding the wall. Look at that run he's going to get it from Brian Vickers.
And Brad Keselowski, they both did it. They're about to go 3
Oh, God.
wide.
Are they really going to make it 3 wide?
No,
Uh-oh.
Brad Keselowski,
Oh.
major dive bomb. And he's going to make it stick all the way to corner exit, too. What a maneuver.
What a
Get to the
move.
inside for second place.
And
That was
now,
a caution right
we
there.
have McMurray and Jr. battling out for the lead up here. Someone's down pit road, I believe.
And now Junior gets around McMurray, but McMurray's going to counter him right up a lane higher. Ooh, never
Like
mind.
I said, McMurray has pace here. But speaking of somebody down pit road, I think we're going to end up in a very similar situation to Homestead here. Close on fuel, close on tires if we don't get a caution.
Honestly,
But that is a big if.
the way how they're racing on this one, I don't think we're going green all the way to the end. I mean, they're going 4 wide, cutting it close, sending it. Marcos Ambrose, I think. No, that's Carl Edwards.
Oh, man, McMurray right down in front of Vickers. And, here we go.
Did Carl Edwards have a problem?
I don't know, but Robbie Gordon just about destroyed Brad Keselowski.
Dude, oh God, this is going to not go well for Brian Vickers and everyone else behind him. Thing is, they're not losing that much time on Junior. That might actually be helping them.
Yeah,
This is
McMurray
going to
has
be an
pace.
issue for them as well. Carl Edwards has fresh tires. Look how much the pace has dropped. Over a second. Carl Edwards will be a lap car, but he's going to be faster than them.
And he's
Oh, here we go.
Here comes Biffle.
What a run
He's
on
gonna
the outside.
and his Roush family teammate Carl Edwards right behind him. McMurray's still not letting Brian Vickers get away.
You do not want
And
to piss
now
Brian
Junior's
Vickers
pulling
off.
away. McMurray's going to have the preferred line heading into 1. Never mind.
Vickers just going to clear him down the straightaway.
well,
Oh, no.
Matt Kenseth did wreck Brian Vickers once, and anytime you make Matt Kenseth wreck you, he needs things.
That's not going to go well. McMurray didn't even get a run from the high side. Oh, God.
You know
He
what's
does
one
not
thing
have
though I
pace.
look at? I think I know what happened, Ben. McMurray had pace because Junior and the leaders had older tires, but McMurray had fresher tires because when he came down to repair the damage, he also took tires. But I feel like now that his fresh tires is probably worn off, he's gonna start falling like a rock.
And also
Speaking of
because he
fresh
has
tires,
damage.
Look at Carl Edwards. Oh, this is not looking good. Edwards on fresh tires trying to make the most of them here.
And Vickers and Stephen Wallace continue to just close in on Junior, but can't make the pass.
Oh, we got a mess back here. Carl Edwards, 2 lap cars right with Robbie Gordon. Well, we are halfway through this race
Speaking
here.
of
You know what
lap
time it
cars,
is? Oh, we're gonna
One's
say?
to watch. No, go ahead. One is to watch.
Yep. You know what, Jake? You take this one first.
Alright, the one to watch is Brian Vickers, 100%. He has always been closing in on Junior, but he's not made the pass on him yet. I think later on he'll finally figure it out and then finally make the pass on him if everything goes his way. Oh God, Carlos. My underdog pick, really, I think it's going to be Greg Biffle. He's slowly moving his way up. but hopefully he'll be up there.
All right, LT.
Well, my pick, Stephen Wallace. I mean, he's able to stay up there with Brian Vickers. Oh my gosh, Carlos almost just destroyed Brian Vickers. But Stephen Wallace is able to stay up there with Brian Vickers and Dale Earnhardt. I mean, he said watch them battle, but I feel like if he actually wins try for that lead, he can go and take it. And my underdog pick, I almost said Jamie McMurray, but I forgot he was 4 laps down. My underdog pick is Denny Hamlin. I mean, I feel like this is the first time we have really talked about Denny Hamlin. Here he is, riding in the top 10, comfortably in the top 10. So I'm going to say Denny Hamlin.
All right, well, my pick to win this race is going to be the driver who made that bonsai move to the inside a couple laps ago, Brad Keselowski.
I know
This is
it's
really the first time we've seen him up front all race, and he's looking very strong. And he's really one of the only drivers that we've seen be able to make quick passes on multiple drivers at once. My underdog pick for this race, I know I keep picking him and talking about him a lot, but it's because he shows up late to the party and always finishes inside the top 10. Kevin Harvick, once again, running 7th here today, and with just under halfway left, I think he can gain quite a few more positions before this race is said and done. That was our ones to watch there as we look back for the battle for the lead. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still fending off the charge from Brian Vickers and Stephen Wallace.
Speaking of ones to watch, Carl Edwards has driven away.
Yeah, he's running quite a bit faster than the rest of the field here.
But speaking of ones to watch,
if we have a pit cycle, it's going to be interesting to see where he cycled out. Anyway, what were you saying?
Speaking of ones to watch, where's Kurt Busch and Andy Lally? Because eventually, leaders are not too far. Oh, Andy Lally. Andy Lally has fallen. Eventually, at this rate, the pace the leaders have, eventually they're going to catch Andy Lally and Kurt Busch.
See, here's the thing. Kurt Busch is really not that much slower.
Andy Lally.
3 to 4 tenths slower. Yeah, they're not going to catch him. Andy Lally is nearly a second off the pace.
It's actually almost 2 seconds off the pace.
They will catch him, most likely, before the end of this race. Oh,
if they don't wreck each other. Oh, they're going 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead.
Stephen Wallace power to the inside.
Stephen Wallace.
Can he make it work, or will Junior have the run on the top?
They're going to stay side by side.
She's going to have a preferred line. Vickers going to try anything. Robbie Gordon also moving his way up there. No one mentioned Robbie Gordon.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon up here to... Oh, and now Junior running the wall, along with Brian Vickers.
Right around Stephen Wallace. Keselowski and Greg Biffle slowly moving their way up there. Harvick's going to not be behind. Lap car, Jamie McMurray. Vickers running a slightly higher line now.
Here he comes down the straightaway, looking for the momentum to get to the back bumper of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I think when Junior ran the high line, he showed Vickers and Stephen Wallace that
what the line is.
What they need to run. Because I feel like if Stephen Wallace or Brian Vickers can pin that high line perfectly and dive up under Junior down the backstretch or down the front stretch, they can definitely make the pass.
Robbie Gordon came to play. Is he going to do like Clint Boyer did last race and just show up late to the party at the front?
I don't know. They're battling behind them for 5th. Where is our boy Andy Lally right now on the racetrack?
Miles off the pace.
Okay, he's exiting 4, and the leaders is exiting 2, so nearly half the track behind them. So they're fine
we see
for now.
Speaking of our boys, how about, third place points now, David Reutimann. I mean, he went to Miami as the points leader. He finished absolutely poorly, and now the bad run just continues from 30.
Oh, man, they're 3 wide. AJ Allmendinger getting caught up in the middle right there. Not a good run for him.
Mr. Guy has a good run.
Kyle Busch, though. Why?
Yeah.
How?
Wait a minute, just a question. Wasn't Allmendinger up in the top 10 just earlier in the race?
Yeah, he was. He is all out there. What a save. What a save. Oh my gosh.
Proving he has talent once again.
What little of it does he have, he has proved.
Good point. They're not even that far back from the leaders. The leaders is entered Troop 1. They're exiting 4 and 4 now.
Oh, that was a great save by Michael Waltrip, though. I thought that was going to be the wreck.
Save.
Going to shake things up. Oh, that might be it. Oh.
Andy
Once
Lally.
again, Robbie Gordon cutting Steve Wallace some slack.
Andy Lally.
Andy Lally. I was
Uh-oh.
trying to see how far off the pace he is. He is a second off the pace here. Now the thing is, we've still got 22 laps to go here.
Oh, they're gonna
It's
catch him.
just I think that they'll get to him. The question is, how quickly will they get around him, and will he be that big of a hazard?
Well, given how the tires worn off and he's gotten slower, I mean, Andy Lally was blocking the field back there, so this is gonna be interesting. And like, if Andy Lally holds up Kurt Busch and Kurt Busch falls back here, along with Jamie McMurray and a couple of other drivers, this can be really interesting if they don't wreck back there.
This is what I'm concerned about. These guys have fallen off 2 seconds, over 2 seconds off the pace since the start of the race. This time by, it'll be 20 laps to go. 20 laps is a long time. We saw the first green flag pit stop made by Regan Smith at Homestead with 15 laps to go. We're getting within the pit window, but in my opinion, it's going to be even harder to make the decision to come down and pit early, knowing that there could be a caution when you have things like what just happened with Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, and the way how hard they're racing, I mean, it's just inevitable. There's going to be a caution eventually because these guys spread out, but back there deep in the pack, I think the pack is still like 3 wide back there. I mean, they're racing each other hard.
Another thing is, Chicagoland's surface is a lot older than Homestead, so maybe they'll pit a lot sooner.
It's really slick down on the bottom.
I honestly,
Really
yeah, they'll probably have worn out those rear tires a lot more. Look at this, Regan Smith trying to make a run at the top 10 here.
Top 15, Regan Smith.
Quiet day, oh god.
Harvick almost just dumped
Where did Tony
McMurray.
Stewart come from?
No idea.
I picked the win. Brad Keselowski is just falling way back as we're about to go 3 wide into the third here.
Hey, look, they're going Motor Dog picks. Denny Hamlin. I thought he was about to. That was.
Oh, they're still 3 wide.
Correct.
This ain't over.
Oh god.
Tony Stewart's pinching him, but.
Oh, Brad's gonna have.
Keselowski's gonna have a massive run.
Is he in the
nearly
wall?
got into the wall.
Larson
No, he
lining it
didn't.
around the outside lane, made it stick. Maybe he'll keep running that line. As Stephen Wallace has gotten around Brian Vickers, and look at how big of a lead Dale Jr. has.
What in the world?
Dale Jr. trying to lead every lap this race.
He has gotten a win at Chicagoland back in 2005. A long time ago at that point.
Oh,
He
here
was
we
trying
go.
to redeem himself.
Major
Oh,
battle
God.
back here.
Ooh. They did not run to the wall there. They
Well,
ran
you know
the
what's one
Harvick
thing?
line.
Well, these drivers race, we might not have to worry about green flag pit stops because we might get a caution here.
Oh, Robbie Gordon.
Andy Lally. Oh,
Turned
Robbie
him.
Gordon not giving him any room.
Speaking of Andy Lally, they are catching him relatively quick. They're going to catch him before the end of a race.
They might get to Kurt Busch. I didn't think they would, but, I mean, this is a hard call whether they're going to catch a lap car. All I can tell you is Dale Jr. does not want to deal with lap traffic.
Neither does he want a caution.
He doesn't want anything. He just wants to win.
Oh, here comes
And
Robbie
lead every
Gordon
lap.
looking for second.
He
Robbie
wants his
Gordon
race
might
to
be doing like Clint Boyer.
We did not
Might
pick
be.
him,
Is he
too.
coming down?
Oh, I thought he was pitting Dale Jr. really slow.
Yeah, Del G ran
Oh,
32.
here comes
That's
Stephen
fine.
Wallace.
2 tenths faster there, over 2 tenths faster for Stephen Wallace. And now here comes Robbie Gordon around the outside lane.
This is going to be a wild one.
Tony Stewart moves up into 6th place here.
You know what? Yeah, but I think maybe some drivers getting loose in the corner because Del Jr. slowed down a ton. I honestly thought he was coming to pit road. 153.
Bro, Vickers rim riding in 3 and 4.
Did you just call them Vikers?
Yeah, Viagra. That's what I do. Dale Jr.'s the leading.
14 laps to go here at Chicagoland Speedway. Now Robbie Gordon starting to move up the racetrack, but he did not get a good run off the top at all.
Didn't run it the right way.
Greg Biffle.
My
getting in
underdog
here.
pick.
Yeah, Greg Biffle. He has not been up here in this pack all day, I don't think.
Did
But
any of us pick Dale Jr. for anything?
No,
no, he didn't.
Oh, here we
no,
go.
we didn't.
Did Greg Biffle save his equipment for a late run here?
Ooh, Tony Stewart slowly closing in on them.
Who is going to be the first person to come down pit road?
Allen also running the wall. Murray actually is not falling off that much.
Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
as
Here we
I
Oh
go.
said,
no!
two lap cars. The battle.
Never. Come on, Kurt, get around them quick enough. Oh no!
Andy Lally ran a 33. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Ooh, he's Larson lining it, but when you're
I
that slow,
mean,
does it really matter?
he's so slow that it doesn't even matter. He's just trying to establish a point. He's out here having fun now.
Fastest out of the top 10 goes to Tony Stewart. Quite a bit faster than the rest of the field, especially, what was that, like 3/10 faster than Dale Jr.?
Oh!
You have enough laps to
Coming
catch
to
him.
11 to go now. When will they make a green flag this up? At this point, Carletto's race is over. Like he
I
pitted
honestly
way
think-
through.
I think that some of these guys might try to stretch it.
Your
Guys
point.
like Dale Jr.
I'm
Probably.
thinking more of guys like Brad Keselowski. With as crazy as he was at the beginning of this race, the fact that he's fallen this far off the pace tells me he is probably saving gas.
Marcus Ambrose running inside the top 10 at a non-road course.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here we
they're going
go.
to catch. They
Ten
might.
to
He's
go
up
this
front
time.
straight away ahead of them.
And
He's a
here we
front
go.
straightaway ahead
Battle
of
for
him.
the lead. 3 cars here.
Almost 5.
Dale Jr.'s had an amazing race so far.
If he loses this race, it's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
This is literally gonna be like one of those Regan Smith loses, and I might actually go out and cry in the corner. If
Well, you
loses.
can't. Well, you can't. We super glued you to your seat. Remember at the beginning.
I'll still cry. Oh, are they pitting? Never
Oh,
mind.
oh, Robbie Gordon. No, I
They
thought
got
they might.
really slow.
I thought, man,
Yeah,
look how much the time has fallen off.
Wait a minute! Look at Tony Stewart. It's in
Oh,
drafting
here he
distance
comes.
now.
Tony Stewart is getting ever so close to this pack. Look
Tony
at the
Stewart
times.
was-
Look how much they've fallen off here.
Tony Stewart's pulling a pimp crap and getting faster every lap.
Oh, Stephen Wallace will run off the top here.
Is he gonna make a charge at it? No, he's not. Luke. Whew, my God.
We could have 6 cars here under a blanket at the end of this race. But look how much speed they drop
8
in the
to
corners
go.
at this point. They have
8 to go.
104 on the straightaway, 184, dropping down to 147. Huge slowdown in the corners now.
Yeah, they're probably using a lot of brakes. I think the cars is probably loosened up. But coming this time by, will be 7 laps to go.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to get to Andy Lally now. Watch them get to him in the last lap. That'd be crazy.
Dale Jr. Rex.
When will they pit though?
If
When?
they do,
Will they
it's
pit?
so close, and the fact that we haven't seen anyone pit yet makes me
Oh,
think.
Stephen Wallace
Stephen
making a
Wallace
move.
to the inside.
But Junior has the
enough.
preferred line here.
Is he gonna make it stick? Steve Wallace is.
He's still
He made
there.
it work. He
He's
made
still
it stick.
there.
He's
Oh, yeah,
gonna.
probably is preferred in 3 and 4. Stephen
Oh, he has to
Wallace-
back
oh,
out.
never mind. Stephen Wallace might be going down pit road.
I mean, he.
I doubt it.
No, he's not. Robbie Gordon
Here
now
comes
up there.
Robbie Gordon.
Robbie Gordon, one of the greatest race car drivers of all time, now up to
Get out!
second.
Get out! Get
No,
out.
no.
Jake's correct.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is interesting. If Tony Stewart, Brian Vickers, or Greg Biffle have anything left in the tank, they better go for it right now. We're coming for 5 to go. If we get a caution, well, this race is over. We might make it 2 in a row, completely under green.
Oh,
That's all gonna change when we get to Wilms Grove.
Oh yeah.
wait,
Is
what?
that Jimmy Johnson back here? And yeah. Oh, he pitted. Jimmy Johnson pitted. We had a pit site, and he's only 1 lap down. So somebody did come down pit road. And remember, Johnson was near the top 10 too. So Jimmy,
They might be pitting this time.
Let's
They
You
might
gotta
be
look at his
pitting
lap
this
time. You gotta look at his lap time compared to the leaders and his corner speed.
Oh man, almost contact there. And
Oh.
look how
Oh!
quickly Jimmy Johnson caught up to them right there. Jimmy Johnson is flying. If they have to come down pit road, Jimmy Johnson might win this race even after being held up this much in lap traffic.
If Jimmy Johnson gets out front of Junior and they
Look at
pit,
this. Look at how much
Look
more
at that!
speed he has.
Look at how fast he is! Here goes the
Vickers in the
oh!
wall. Vickers caught the fence right there. It'll be 3 to
There
go
goes my
this time
pick.
by. Robbie
Gordon!
Gordon to the inside.
For the 3 to go, when will they pit? If they even do pit.
At this
Here
point, I
comes
think
Jimmy
they've got to go
Johnson.
for it. At this point, they have to try to stretch the field to the end. They can't just wait.
God, this is gonna be whoa, Robbie Gordon!
Robbie
He
Gordon,
was
Jimmy
inside.
Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's got to be so mad that he can't get around him. Here comes Robbie Gordon. If Junior loses the lead, coming to 2 laps to go, this will be heartbreaking. Dead even down the back straightaway. Will Johnson try to help his teammate? Oh,
Yes, he will!
And now Johnson out front, but Junior runs wide off the corner.
2
2
to
laps
go!
to go. What a race. Oh, Robbie
3-car
Gordon's gonna
battle.
go for it. Robbie Gordon's going to
He's
go
going
for
for
it
it.
one here.
There he goes!
Oh,
Don't
he
forget
can't make
Greg
it stick.
Biffle. Zero say, come on, Junebug.
Can
Coming
they
with a
make
white
it?
flag.
At this point, they have to try to go for it, right? They can't pit. With 2
they
laps to
pit
go.
on they pit on the
Give him
last
a white
lap.
flag. Oh,
Wait
jeez.
a minute.
No, it doesn't
Oh.
look like any of them coming this time. White
Coming with
flag.
One
a
lap to
white
go.
flag for
Junior
Taylor
has
Young
led
Jr.
66 laps today. Can he lead the last one? Robbie Gordon going to try to mount a charge in the last lap.
I don't know. Oh, Robbie Gordon ran a higher
Oh,
line.
he's getting the run.
Oh, he's.
This
Oh,
isn't over.
here he comes.
This isn't over. Oh.
This isn't over. Here he comes to the
Here
inside.
he goes.
Will Junior
Right,
lose
he's
in the
on
last
the inside.
corner? Robbie
Over the
Gordon's
final
gonna
lap.
go
Oh.
deep. Oh, this isn't over.
This
We're gonna
isn't
have
over.
a photo
Oh,
finish
no,
here.
it is. Taylor Jr. is going to have to run up the high side. Coming
Robbie
up
Gordon to
Wait a
the
minute.
side by side line. Taylor Jr. wins at Chicago.
Junior with a
Every single
dominating
lap left.
performance. That would have been
What a race.
hilarious if Dale
Keselowski
Jr.
went
lost
up.
in the last lap.
Brad Keselowski finished 30th after running out of gas.
Pitted on the
Carl
final
Evans
lap.
made it back up to the race leaders. Are you kidding me?
Where did Jimmy Johnson finish?
Dominating performance.
That was the most dominating performance I've ever seen. Jimmy Johnson, 32nd.
Well, boys, can you believe it? We went caution free.
2 races
Two
in a row.
Caution free here.
What's the next track, Tim? Pim, what's the next
Take
track?
a look in a second, but look at this. Paul Menard, a quiet 8th place. Clint Boyer finished up front as well.
David Rudiman, 24th. Michael Waltrip after that glorious save, 23rd.
What a race for
Robbie Gordon to the points lead.
Robbie Gordon didn't get the win, but he did get the points lead here.
Oh,
David
look at Dale
Rudiman.
Jr. 7 drivers at less than 100 points from each other. Jimmy Johnson also slowly making his way up there.
Rudiman continues his fall from grace. Same for Martin Truex Jr. and Terry Labonte.
Talladega, oh boy.
Talladega Duels are in the next race. They will go in sequential order here. The first and second races will be run back to back. So that's going to be an interesting set of races there. But once again, at the top of the points chart, we have Robbie Gordon and Joe Nemechek here, separated by just 15 points. They award 180 points, I believe, or 175 to the race winner, minus bonus points, of course. So, I mean, like, look at this. We've got like 15 drivers all within a race's worth of points of the leader. Next week, the RRL Offline Championship heads to Talladega for races 1 and 2, the duels. So, the RRL's broadcast of the RRL Offline Championship from Chicagoland Speedway. We'll see you next time.